details in relation to that. So in relation to nickel allergies, this is something that I've covered already in Coffee Talk, and I will share the link here in a second. But nickel allergies are something that we do as part of our screening, and anybody who has a true nickel allergy is not a suitable candidate for permanent makeup, not only just with me but with everybody else. Something that came up again in the last week or so, whereby a client thankfully said that she had been to a allergy specialist dermatologist in relation to this nickel allergy that she has, and she comes up in welts and blisters and itchiness and dermatitis and something. It's a true proper allergy, and this would be what it is, a true proper allergy. Good morning everybody, happy Tuesday. So I'm getting this done, Coffee Talk today, before I head to clinic, because clinic is fairly full on. So a lot of people think that nickel allergy is where if you were wearing cheap jewellery or jewellery that's made of nickel, that you end up with, maybe if it was a ring, that your finger would be green. This is where you come out in blisters, redness, a proper erythema, a proper allergic reaction. And it is, there's no way that you can get past us if you have a true nickel allergy. So it's not going to accidentally happen if you come to us. It could accidentally happen if you were at somebody else, but it is part of our screening. And that client this week came for a consultation, and she was so grateful and said, Olive, a most awful thing could have happened if I didn't declare to you that I had a true nickel allergy. So it, as I say, it does come as part of the screening process here. So you would definitely have not slipped through the net, because it's a specific question. Are you allergic to nickel, and in what way do you come out in your allergic reaction? So we always do a patch test, but invariably with a patch test, that the reaction, if you were highly allergic, would happen within the first 4 hours, but sometimes it would be delayed as long as 72 hours. And some inexperienced, or somebody who was unbeknownst to how severe an allergic reaction to nickel could be, would have done your treatment at that stage, because some people do a patch test 4 hours in advance, some people do it 24 hours in advance, and very rarely do people do it anything longer than 72 hours in advance. So you could slip through the net with other people, but you won't with us. And the reason that we are so strict in relation to nickel and nickel allergies is because all of the pigments in eyebrow tattooing, all of them, no matter what brand it is, I haven't yet come across one that doesn't have nickel in them. So there are barely detectable amounts of nickel in our pigments for eyebrow microblading. Now, it's barely detectable, it's that minute, the quantities are so tiny. But if you're highly allergic to nickel, well then, irrespective as to how minute the quantities are in our pigments, you're going to come up with a massive allergic reaction, or even anaphylactic shock if you're that highly allergic. Now, if you are that person that just has that your ring would turn, the finger would turn green if you're wearing jewellery with nickel, that happens to everybody, and the patch test either way will determine whether you're allergic or highly sensitive to nickel. And you have a massive histamine reaction straight away usually. That happens to everybody, and the patch test either way will determine whether you're allergic or highly allergic. Histamine reaction straight away usually. Okay, new coffee.